So this is Rowdy. He is an 8-year-old paint quarter horse. He is here with me for training. We are doing some review this week. One of the things we are reviewing on is something I do right from the beginning, which is connection, and we are today working on connection at a distance. So I start with the round pen, and I put a lunge line on him because he clearly knows how to lunge, you'll see here, but he's got some habits that he's had to learn how to respond to in certain situations. He's kind of a type of horse that has a tendency to rush through things, which you'll see. And so I wanted to start with him on basic things. I want him to feel comfortable with just doing the 3 gaits and to take his time. So I start off very slow and warm him up very slow just to get him to get a feel of me. Now, there's, again, 1,000 different ways to do this. What I like to do is gain that connection instead of just whipping him around the round pen. I don't want him to feel like he has to rush through this. I want him to pay attention to my body and my energy, and I want him to feel comfortable with searching for the answers to my questions. So I try to go real slow at first and get him to feel my energy. So he starts off real nice and pays real good attention to my body language as I push him out a little further into the round pen rail. But he is still showing me that he's pretty calm, so I wanted to test this a little further and see how he does in connection with speed. Does he feel connected to me, or is he going to bolt on me? So that's where I slowly started increasing speed and asking him for the canter shortly. See, clearly he knows how to lunge. He does it well, but that's where I didn't know. So in Liberty work, we work on a lot of our energy in our body rather than relying on my whip alone. So I'm having to stay pretty close to him rather than me standing in the middle to have him start looking at my body language, which he is readily anticipating, but I don't want him to feel like he has to rush and anticipate me. So here's where I start to ask for the canter. And when I ask him a question, I want him to be able to respond, but not like that. He exaggerated. But that's where he's got an issue with bolting, so I'd like to help him through that. So I'm letting him work through it by asking him to go for it, but I'm right there helping him. And I don't want him to feel like he has to do that. So as soon as he finds some softness, I settle him back down to a slower gait and ask him to slow down. I want him to feel like he can search for my answers. and not try to rush. So that's what he was doing there. He was anticipating I was calling him in just that quickly. That's something else I'd like for him to work on, but we will work on that slowly. I don't want him to have to come in every time and rush to be done. He's looking to me for answers, which is really good, but I want him to be able to wait on my cue. So I sent him out again and asked for the canner again, and he bolts. I ask him to slow down, and as he blows through, he needs my help, so I ask him again, and I find myself having to get in front of him in order to get him to slow down. I don't want him to try to rush through me with asking for the canner. I want him to feel comfortable with changing gaits, so I'm asking him very frequently once I get his attention. And then he comes in again. But I want to send him back out to wait on my cue. As we go through the video, he begins to understand that he has to wait on my cue, and then I won't have to ask so many times. But right now, I'm having to almost get in his way in order for him to pay attention to what I'm asking when I'm asking these questions. And this is where he comes in again, and this is just a learned habit, I'm sure, because he's done it every single time. I want him to wait on me, though, and be right there to help him with that. I don't want him to feel like he has to come in every time, because he is searching for me for relief in order to figure out what the next answer to the next question is, but I want him to wait on me. So I'm sending him back out after I give him that moment and seeing if I can review this again and slow him down to wait on me. And I think he just got the point there. Because then he starts to see me. Every time I ask him and send him back out, he learns that he has to wait on me. And that's where I can help him through and build his confidence that instead of anticipating, instead of rushing, I'm able to help him every step of the way. I really like that he's beginning to try as the video progresses. He is seeing me more and he's trying, and I want him to also feel that he's never wrong for trying. He's never going to be wrong for searching. I want to put him in a place that feels good to search for the answers to these questions that I'm asking, not to feel like he has to bolt through them. So I'm getting his attention and showing him that he can take his time.
There, good boy.
There, and he finishes off with a nice little hindquarter yield and really nice coming into me when I invite him in. So I give him a really nice, good moment there.